Yes, I'm interested to learn some special from you.
Okay. So tell me, what would you like to learn today? Give me a general idea of a topic for you. What topic would you like?
Um, Actually, I'm here to improve my speaking English. So, what you suggest for me to do what I'm doing practice on Skype with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
so, what do you suggest for me?
Well, if you tell me again specifically, what are you doing with your friends on Skype?
Um, in English group, we are talking on some random topic. Um, my purpose is to improve speaking, and that's why I'm talking with people in
Uh,
English.
Okay, so what was the topic that you all had in the last session? What was the last thing that you all talked about in your last session? What did you talk about in your last?
We had, yes, normally we are talking about COVID-19
Okay. So what are you doing?
and
What are
uh,
you doing to protect yourself during this pandemic period? What are some things that you're doing to protect yourself during this pandemic period?
actually when it start, maybe you remember the date on 13 April,
Mm-hmm.
government announced uh, lockdown start and school and colleges will be closed. So
Mm-hmm.
during March uh, in Pakistan, school colleges are closed and we are in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And beginning days, uh, I watch news channel. So they present COVID-19 very dangerously. How I can say?
Yes, it's a very
Uh, the,
serious or dangerous environment right now. Are are you all still
no
unable?
no
Mm-hmm. Go
no
ahead.
no. Actually, a news channel it shows very dangerous, but in reality, it is not too dangerous. In my experience, I didn't see any of my relative, not my friend, they are died because of COVID-19. So
Did
maybe
any
Pakistani people immunity system are better, or maybe some other reason.
maybe
But
you
here the
maybe
damages are very.
maybe in Pakistan the precautions were taken earlier than say in the US. Precautions
Yes,
precautions
yes.
started
In beginning, I watched many interview of Donald Trump. So he is not taking it seriously.
right.
If you compare our Prime Minister Imran Khan, so he take measure from the first day of COVID-19, and we close all the international flight.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is also the main factor that we are going toward normal life.
Yes, I think that that has a lot to do with it, and I applaud your government for taking the early steps in
Donald Trump is responsible for for huge damage.
hmm Well, one of the good things about
So
uh,
normally we are talking about
okay, the main thing I think is that you're just talking.
sorry.
The main thing and the most important thing is that you are speaking. That's good. Continue practicing, continue talking. The more the more you speak, the better you will become. I would also recommend that you work on building your vocabulary. So, for example, if you just learned
Yes, yes.
one new word a day, in 30 days, you would have 30 new words or 30 words that you would know how to use appropriately. I remember that we talked about one word. Whether you're using that one word or not, I don't know. Do you remember the one word that we talked about when I spoke with you last?
Yes, yes, yes.
Or
And you know,
have you
yes,
been?
I remember
Okay.
while and unwhile. And you know, I use it many times
Okay.
in my office.
Okay. So when we talk about unveiling something, it means that we're removing the cover. It seems
Yes,
that in Pakistan that you're not having to veil your face with the mask. So that's good. Are all the companies back open in Pakistan? Are you in Pakistan? Is that right? What?
yes. Right now I'm in Pakistan, and you know, throughout the world, school and colleges are still closed. But
Okay.
in Pakistan, on 15th September, school and colleges are reopened.
Very good. Very good. Are they wearing the mask in Pakistan now?
Yeah, yes, there are some SOPs. Government announced that school and colleges must follow such SOPs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, wearing mask and uh, using soap to wash hand
Mm-hmm.
every time. Yes,
Yes.
and also keep social distances. But you know, in school, kids, it's impossible to keep distance between kids. If you keep a distance between in class, so it's possible up to high extent. But how you will maintain this distance in street and buses?
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult
Mm-hmm. The fact that
to
Pakistan,
follow 100% SOPs.
even though you may not be able to follow it 100%, the fact that you got an early start on the precautions reduced the spread that became rampant as it was and is in the United States. A lot of places we still don't practice as a people, as a country, social distancing, um, cleanliness. It's not emphasized. So I take personal accountability for myself and my family. I make sure that I do it. I just protect myself. And I think that
This
it has made a difference in my life. What does the word rampant mean, Idris? What does the word rampant mean?
I first time heard this word.
Okay.
Could you
Rampant,
spell?
it means, go ahead.
Um, could you message me this word spelling?
Okay.
Rample.
Okay. Do you have your pencil and paper?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Rampant.
A M P
Rampant. Rampant.
arm pant.
Okay. I'll spell it for you.
A A A A R ARMPANT.
Yes, that is correct. RAM.
A R Rampant.
RAM.
R A. Yes, got it, got it. Thank you.
So it means to spread quickly. Something is spread quickly, and there isn't any precautions that are actually being taken quickly enough to stop it. Something that is moving quickly, flourishing.
Uh, uh, Rampant means quickly.
Like the COVID-19 virus is rampant in the US, spreading quickly.
Okay, okay, got it.
hmm
Uh, you know, in beginning, uh, COVID-19 is rampant in Pakistan but
Okay.
now the situation is under control. I
Very
think
good.
up to 95% people are recovered from this disease.
Okay.
And I saw before 1 week that
Mhm.
only 6,000 people are active cases.
Okay.
Only 6,000 people are in still COVID-19, and
Mm.
maybe they will recover very soon.
Okay.
And
We've had more than
uh,
6,000 people to die here in this United States. I think,
yes, a huge damage in USA.
right,
But
right.
USA is a world, uh, I mean, very advanced country. But I don't know why COVID-19 disturbed USA.
As I said, it's because we did not get a quick start on stopping it. We didn't do the things that would have prevented the spread from being rampant. If we had started early when we first heard of it, if we had
So did
started,
you did you remember the exact date when your government announced lockdown?
yes, it was in March of this year. But
Oh, this is
and even then we didn't have a complete lockdown. Even then
you
we
know in Pakistan. In Pakistan we have started lockdown in March on 15 March.
mhm. You may have started the lockdown in March, but I think that you became aware of it probably in February, maybe as early as January.
Yes, yes. It's emerged. It start from Wuhan, from
Mhm.
China.
Yes,
I think in February. Uh,
yeah. I
but
think
in March,
what I've heard and what I've read, I think we knew about it in January. The U.S. knew about it in January. In terms of people that would make the decisions, knew about it in January, but it was in March that we actually started to do something. But it wasn't as if it was a mandate or anything. When people became aware of it, people, individuals, decided upon themselves that they would do something differently to protect themselves. But there were no dictates from the government specific as to what we should do. And people without leadership, without guidance, do not know how to really go about protecting themselves. If someone tells us that something isn't real, we tend to believe that it isn't real, and we're not really as careful as we should be. And I think that that's what
yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. But we are
You're right.
we are much more aware now, and more people are taking the precautions, personal precautions. So we'll see what
So,
happens. We'll see what happens down the road.
do you have any do you have any idea that when the school and colleges will be reopened in USA?
No, I have no idea. I don't. We have online
And
classes right now.
what what ab- what about markets and shopping mall? They are still closed,
No, they're open, and people are asked to wear masks, the mask coverings when they come into the store. They're asking the
right?
customers to maintain a distance between each other
Right.
when they're there.
Social distancing.
Social distancing. The stores are not as packed with people as they used to be prior to the pandemic. I'm sure that many people would like to get back to normal, but normal means being alive to enjoy it. So we'll just take things in stride and stay home and things like that. All right. Is there anything else?
And what about you? What about you and your family? Are your family and friends are safe from COVID-19?
Yes, fortunately, my friends are well. I've had two friends to contract the virus, but they're okay. They're okay. They've
So
gotten better. So that's
they are
really,
recovered now.
yeah, they're back to normal. Yes, everything's fine with them.
That's good news.
All
So
right.
this is a good news that you are safe from COVID.